Let's get back to teaching division. I have asked many students over the years, how do they do that question? 42 divided by 3. If students haven't progressed on this progression of mathematical thinking, what I get is students who start to draw circles and start to put dots in each circle. Sometimes they may put a 10 in each, sometimes, but not very often. And the end goal, of course, is that I want them to be able to actually do a short division, where this is how much I have in total, so this is how much to share, this is how many to share it between. And this will tell me the size of the unit or the share that each person will get. The problem is that from here to there, there's a step missing. I call it, this is what we would do with counters. So we would group counters. This is the abstract or the mathematical way to do it, but there's a piece missing. There's not a direct link there, I don't believe. I've had more success teaching it this way than I have any other way. So what I do is I start drawing boxes. Multiplication and division are about equal sized shares. So I will start like that, and I will draw a box, and I will build this up in another series of videos on multiplication. I've got 3 people to share my 42 with. Have I got enough to give them 10 each? Can I give them 10 each? And if I did, I would have used 30. I can do that. So 3 times 10 is 30. How much is left over? Well, I've got 12 left over. So then the question becomes, if I've got 12 things to share between 3 people, they will each get 4 things. So in total, if they had 10 and then 4, they'll get a total of 14. So for me, this is the progression: do, draw, dream, or concrete, pictorial, abstract, whatever you want to call it. But you can see that here, in here, there is the 42, right? The how much have I got to share? How many groups am I going to share between, right? Because you want eventually to be able to have your students say, oh, 3, if I've got 4 10s, they can each get 1 10. I've got a 10 left over. That 10 in the next column over becomes 10 ones. I already had 2, so 12 ones shared between 3 people gets me to 14. I will put a link down below. I have a sharing is caring board because teachers asked me, sharing is caring board. People said to me, but Christine, how do you teach 15 divided by 3, right? So there is a sharing is caring board. I'll put the link below, and it has little people here. So this is how many people you're sharing with. This is the total amount to share. And this is the share that each person will get. And you can start to stop doing circles, which is very hard for students to see the evenness and the multiplication part of it. Put it into this grid idea, which then leads on to this array type model, and then your short division, which is where we need to get students to. So I hope that that's useful, and that you see that the progression is crawl, walk, run, do, draw, dream, because that's the way learning occurs. It's not a spectator sport. It's you control the start, not the finish. All of those things that we need kids to understand how to do these sorts of things, because actually even rote learning is part of everything that we do. Whether you've rote learnt to brush your teeth, get dressed, drive a car, whatever it is, at some point we need solid foundations to build on as teachers, because otherwise it all falls down. And we've seen what that does to our students and their self-confidence, and they don't experience the joy, the curiosity, the interest that comes from being able to do mathematics. So that's my end goal, is to create students that have strong foundations, that can, you know, not only crawl, walk and run, but can hop and skip and jump and twirl and spin and everything else like that as well. So I hope you can see the benefit of showing an array model for teaching division and leading on to this short division or long division, whatever you want to, whichever way you want to go. So I'll put the link for the Sharing is Caring down below, and hopefully you'll be able to use it with your students.